Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a kind of cool toned lip, purpley eye look. Don't really have a name for it yet, but I'll have to figure that out when I create the title of this video. I think it'd be good for New Year's, so I'm going to do a little tutorial on this. Thank you for joining me. It's probably going to be a little rough. Haven't really talked in any of my videos yet, so bear with me. Okay, so my face is a little red right now. I did a mask on my face and then I took it off and my skin is like pissed. I also have like wonderful breakouts going on as I usually do. You know, I got this going on, which I don't even like know what that is. You know, it's like, it's an adventure. I wake up every day and I'm like, who's joining the party? Sweet. Okay, so what I start off with is my NYX color correcting palette. Got it because it was cheap. What color I use first is this one over here. Obviously I use a ton of it. Get my beauty blender, which is like so clean. Oh my gosh, just kidding. Probably should have cleaned that before this video, but I put that peach color underneath my eye and I just kind of bring it down a bit just so it's not perfectly right across. I just like poked myself in the eye when I did that. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have like darker colors around the inner corners of underneath my eye, and I take the yellow. I find that works well with my skin tone to brighten that area up. I just dab those inner corners. And then sometimes if I'm really feeling extra, I'll take that yellow, the excess, and just kind of bring it up right in the inner corner of my eyelid because I feel like I'm just trying to brighten that area up. Okay, so next let's do some redness. So green color corrects red. So I'm gonna dab that in there and get around my nose. I always tend to be really red in this area. And then I'll get some of the acne spots. Just do a little bit of a dab there. And other places I notice are red. You don't need a ton of this product to make it go far. And then an area I like to brighten for myself personally is right below here. It's just always a little dark for me, so I take the purple and I dab some of that on that area. And sometimes I do a little bit of the yellow too. Alright, we look super weird right now. On to foundation. I have some holy grail foundations of my own. And this is when I want really full coverage. I don't do this every day just because it's just a little annoying sometimes. But I'm doing it for you peeps because I want y'all to see it. Well, let's do a little prep spray because I'm about that extra life today. I'm gonna do this Urban Decay Quick Fix. This stuff, the main reason I use it is for the smell. Because it smells like, okay, there's still a cap on, like coconuts, which I don't usually like, but for some reason I enjoy the smell of this. Oh yeah. Okay, so you let that dry. So my holy grail is Dermablend, as if you've watched any of my other videos, you see me use pretty often. I love the coverage and I also like that it's developed by a dermatologist. My skin breaks out like if you look at me the wrong way, so I appreciate a product that doesn't break me out. I have two colors because I'm like rocking a really super white look right now. Like my skin is super pale. I haven't spray tanned in a long time and I'm too lazy to. So I have linen and I have Camel 30N. And these are Dermablend Professional Smooth Liquid Camo. So I kind of just take these and make little dots. Holy, okay, that did not go as planned at all. Let's just act like that didn't happen. Horrible job of that. Awesome. That was the linen and this is the camel. The reason I mix these two is because I just noticed this linen is very, very, very pale and I have kind of a warm undertone to my skin, and if I just do the linen, it's just a little too pale for me and I look ghostly, as if I don't already, but you know. So my favorite brushes to blend foundation in are, I just burped, these really cheap freaking, I don't even know. These are from like, I'm pretty sure I got these off of Amazon. They're called Innovations Beauty. I don't freaking know. And then I got these like mermaid looking ones at Walmart. So nothing crazy. So I like to use these two because I usually use these mermaid ones on my clients, but I cleaned this one for myself because I like how small it is. They can really get like in the brow region. And I just love how they blend. I think they blend really well. I should probably put like a headband on for this. Look at my headband, it's breaking. I'm so just ratchet. Whatever. Try not to get 80 pounds of it in your hair, like, okay. Okay, so this isn't the perfect shade for my skin because I just have a really weird skin tone right now. This just kind of gives you an idea of the coverage. Have this lovely zit on my eyebrow. Okay, so that's a lot better than it was. I didn't have to use a ton of the product to do that, which is what I love about this stuff so much. As of now, this is my Holy Grail foundation. It's gonna take a lot to change my mind away from that. Okay, next up on the list is eyebrows. How extra do I wanna be today? Anastasia Dip Brow in pomade or whatever in dark brown, and I really like that one a lot. I also just have like brow pencils when I want to just outline or I want to do something super quick, and those are just like Maybelline Brow Precise pencils. So I'm gonna brush my brows out, take this pencil, make a lower line. And this is in the color dark brown, by the way. So I just went a little bit too ham there. It's gonna be okay. Nobody panic. I draw some lines towards the front to look like natural hair. I don't always do a good job, but that's all right. And they're like higher than my brow right now, and that's fine. We're gonna clean that area up. Then I just go through, make little strokes in my brow just to mimic the natural hairline that's already going on up in there. Brush it down. Whoa. Then I will use my pomade with my Sigma Small Angle E65 brush. And I'll just kind of go into that brow area just to fill it in a bit more. Because we're gonna be extra today, y'all. Okay, time for the other brow. Okay, now that I look absolutely terrifying, we're gonna clean these bad boys up. I use NYX concealer in porcelain, so it's CJ01. I take this little brush, I don't even know what it's called. This is what it looks like. It was like $15. My nails are ratchet, by the way, don't judge me. Don't mind my dog in the background being a damn like schizo back here. Alright, so now that I cleaned up the bottom of my brows, obviously the tops like are a little screwed up. Like one of these lines I did went like 80 yards up. So we'll clean that up with concealer. Dude! Don't give me that look. Tarte Shape Tape, I really like this stuff a lot. This one is Light Medium Honey. Dude! My dog does not get loud until I start filming, I swear. So some people take this and they're like, I don't do that because that like gives me anxiety. So I initially get it out of the tube and I wipe like a pretty damn good amount off. And then I just do like 3 dots, tops, go dot here. Okay, and then I take like what's ever left on the tip and I just kind of make a dot here and a dot here. Maybe 3 dots. Okay, so then we take this little $15 really overly expensive brush, but like kind of worth it. And we go in here and we just use that concealer to clean up the top of the brow. One thing I forgot to say was that I take a spoolie and I blend the inside of my brow in. Get a little unibrow effect going on. And then we just leave it. Just kidding, no we don't. We just blend it to kind of get a natural blend of the eyebrow going. Clean up the top and bottom a little bit. Then we go back in with our oh so clean beauty blender and we will blend this concealer in. Now, I'm gonna take my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. It's the anti-aging one. Whether that works or not, I don't really know. I suppose we can use some Airspun to bake with. And I put this everywhere I put my concealer because I have very oily skin and my concealer seems to be underneath my eyes and then into my T-zone, and that's where I struggle with oil the most. So what I always start out with my base color for my eyeshadow is Kat Von D Shade Too Light Eye palette. This color right here. Just to give myself like a base color. I'm gonna use my Lorac Pro Mega 3 palette. Look how dirty this is. That's embarrassing. So I'm going to, I love this brush by the way. It is a Tapered Blender E40 Sigma brush. And I don't always like being up on the hype of the brushes, you know, like making a big deal out of them. But this one I just really do like because it's so easy to blend just any color onto your lid. I'm gonna use this tan color right here. I really like how it ends up looking. Just blending it over the lid. I'm gonna take a bit of that and put it underneath my eye too. Gonna take some of this Pecan. I'm gonna take this violet gray. Just that. More so on the lid of my eye. Bring it up a bit into the crease. And we're gonna blend again. Okay, taking the Sigma Pencil E30 brush, and I'm gonna be using this eggplant color here. When you do a look like this where you are making the outside dark and keeping the center a little more open for a different color, focus mainly on putting it where your pupil like lies, where the middle of it is. It doesn't have to be perfect, but that's just kind of what gives you your base and your idea of where to do that dark color. Now we're just gonna go over and blend. Bring it out a little bit and wing that dark color out a bit on the edges. Or should I say the outer corner of your eye, if that makes more sense. Just because for me personally, I always try to do kind of bringing my colors out because it makes my eye appear more open. Okay, this like zit is really ruining my life over here, and then I have like scars from other zits I've had around my eyebrows. Same palette, I'm going to use this wonderful rose quartz color right here, and we're gonna pack that into the middle. And this is where I overlap onto that dark eggplant color that we did a bit. That's why I brought it in pretty tight, is so when I do that overlap, it gives me more of a blend from this shimmer into that dark color. I'm loving how this look looks, how this look looks, how this, okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this pencil brush I was using earlier. I'm sure there is a lot of excess eggplant, that dark purple color, on there, so I'm gonna just use whatever I have just to start on the outer edges of my eyes. I don't like to go too dark under my eyes because I try to, you know, keep them looking a little more open. And I'm doing basically the same thing I did on the top. I'm leaving this gap below here, and now you kind of have a better idea of where to leave the gap because you can base it off of where that shimmer is on the top of your eye. I'm gonna take this brush and just kind of blend it. Now I'm gonna take that rose quartz again and I'm just gonna pack it into this area on the lower lash line. Woo! I'm loving how that looks. Okay, so I wasn't recording, but what I did for this inner corner here is I took this really cheap e.l.f. brush and I used the color Bellini right here. And I just dabbed it on that inner corner. I swipe it down a bit just to give it that like, and up a bit, just to give it that blended kind of grungy, messier look. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my NYX Wonder Pencil and I'm gonna do that on my waterline. I just like how it makes my eyes pop a little bit, makes them look a little more open and more awake. Now I'll take my Kat Von D inked liquid eyeliner in Trooper just to get along my lash line. I'm not doing any crazy cat eye. I don't feel like it's completely necessary. But I'm just gonna go like right up against my lashes and do just small strokes. Now I'm gonna brush off that powder. And we are gonna get some mascara up in here. I'm gonna use the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. Does anyone else feel like they take an abnormally long amount of time to apply their mascara because they're straight up OCD? Okay, mascara is done. That took me like, I don't know, half an hour. Not really, but freaking felt like it. So dark in here. And I got this weird like the window like blinds light. Let's open those bad boys up. Why don't we? Oh my god, never mind. Bad idea. I'm just like not in the ideal setting for this, and this headband is hurting my head. So now it's time for some contour. Just like try to ignore this like line I got going on. It's the blinds. So as of now, I prefer powder contours, and I really like this NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette because I just feel like they're more blendable that way. So I take this angled brush from like legit Walgreens because that's the life I'm about. And I'm gonna use this cool tone here because I am pretty freaking pale. And as y'all know, if you take your brush and you like push it into like where that kind of underneath your cheekbone is, you'll feel where your contour should be, and you want to bring it all the way back to your ear. And if you didn't know that, now you know. And then I take the deepest shade I have, just a couple of dabs, and I start from the back and I pull that forward. So I'm gonna take that deepest shade again, and I'm gonna do this on the nose. This is another, you know, fantastic, super expensive Walgreens brush, and by super expensive, I mean not at all. And then I get this brush I got from a kit in 2003 from my grandma. I take that cool color, and I'm just gonna blend that out. I also take a little bit of that cool color and do right underneath my lip. I feel like it kind of makes that bottom lip pout out a little bit more. I take these two wonderful e.l.f. brushes that I have. This Kabuki brush that I really, really like. I'm gonna get that cool color again, and I'm just gonna blend with it. And I blend just dependent upon how sharp I want that contour to look. So when I'm like going to work or an everyday look, I blend it pretty heavily because I don't want it to look too crazy. But I'm not gonna blend it as heavily today because I definitely want to look a little chiseled. Take the deep color again, put some on the top of my forehead along my hairline, and I take some kind of over here by the side. Then I go back in with this e.l.f. brush. I don't know what it's called, but it looks like that. Take that cool color and just blend. Yes. Okay, so I threw on some lashes. I used these Vegas Nay ones, or Eylure Luxe Collection Golden Goddess, and I used this Kiss. It is so dirty, but sorry, it's really gross. But Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. Let's do some blush now. I got a new blush in my Ipsy bag that I want to try. It is Tarte. It is their 12-hour Amazonian clay in the color Idol. It's a little brown and shimmery. It's kind of more like a bronzer in my opinion, but I do want to see what it looks like, so why not? So I can definitely see it adding some shimmer here, but I'm not seeing like any blush color really, you know, any like pink color. So let's go to my trusty e.l.f. palette. Let's use this. Let's use this color here. I kind of like how it worked with that Tarte blush, I'm not gonna lie, because now it kind of gives a little shimmer to my cheeks, which I'm okay with. Okay, so let's do a highlight. I really love, and you see me use this in all of my videos, it's a Stila, I don't really know how to say it, Starlight Star Bright palette, and there is Bronze, Kitten, and Transcendence in here. So I always like to get the Cupid's bow, and I like to take the middle color and I just leave my mouth relaxed and just kind of go over it with my finger. I have a pretty defined Cupid's bow. If you don't, make this face and then go over that area, and it'll help it kind of stick out so you can get the right areas. Otherwise, you can just end up with a blob of highlight there. I take some with my finger and I go down my nose. I take this tapered highlighter brush from Sigma, and I'm gonna get Kitten again and put it on my cheekbones. Boom! I love that stuff. Okay, now it's time for lips. I'm gonna start off with the Ordinary Organic, I think it's cold pressed rose hip oil. I just like to put this on underneath if I'm gonna do like a matte lip look or even a lip gloss look. I just put some on my finger. Wow, I love this color. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to take my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray because I want this to last all night, baby. Just kidding, I'm probably gonna like take this off in like 20 minutes. Anyway, so this is the final look. I don't have the clearest skin, so don't judge me, but this is very cool tone lips with some purpley eyes. I don't even know what to call it. Definitely great for New Year's, definitely great for going out, definitely great for just sitting around your freaking house because you can do whatever you want. And if you want to be extra and you're sitting around your house, then do it, girl. Be extra, or boy, whatever you are. I don't care. Have a great time. Look great. So anyway, thanks for watching my channel. I know this was probably like the worst YouTube video you've ever watched, but this is like my basically first explanation talking tutorial, and I was freestyling it the whole time. So not sure how that went, not sure how that turned out, but hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll get better in the future, I promise. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you would like to see more looks from me. Sometimes I talk in my videos, sometimes I don't. You guys are probably like, don't ever talk again. That was absolutely horrid. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope to see you watching my next video. I was gonna say I hope to see you in my next video, but you wouldn't be in it. Oh my god. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.